We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Kayvon Thibodeau able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Going for it with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Hurts. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flushed out right. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Hurts trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Giants at 5-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Jones on first down. It's complete to Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 79 We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 60. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Looking to throw. Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Warriors, 70.
Throwing is Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Double dog. Double dog. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 13. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Yeah, they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 5. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Sanders. And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 2nd and inches, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And some space here. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sermon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. This pass complete to Galladay on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley from 10 yards out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that. He's got a man complete, and he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play there for Philly, and even 40 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones now throwing on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SEE, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score.